How you doing? Today I'm going to talk about, in Wing Chun, the idea of the line. The line is an important piece of the puzzle in Wing Chun, and without it, you're never going to really be able to apply your Wing Chun at its fullest potential. So, to start with, I'm going to talk about the attack line. Okay, the attack line, simply put, is the line from the point that I wish to strike with to my opponent's center line. So, simply, if I want to hit with my fist, from my fist to my opponent's center line, is that line of attack. From my elbow to my opponent's center line, is that line of attack. From my shoulder to the opponent's center line, is that line of attack. Now, why do I want to target the center line? Well, there are a few different reasons, from jamming the person up to trying to knock them off balance. But a big reason is because in a real fight application, I want to aim for the largest target. You know, sometimes you hear people say, oh, I'm going to do like an eye strike or something like that. Well, that's very impractical, unrealistic. People who say that probably don't have, self-defense application that they've done. Things are happening way too fast to try to target something as small as an eye strike in a real fight situation. People are going to be moving. It looks great for a demonstration when he's just standing still and he's not fighting back. But in real life, when people are moving and it's completely unpredictable what's going to happen, don't have time for a high percentage shot of trying to aim for the eyes. So the next thing I want to talk about is the blocking line. And the blocking line, simply put, is the point of contact on my body that comes in contact with his arm. So let's just say if Ed punches with his left hand, if I my Pak-Sao, contact with his punch, that's the blocking line. If he punches again, I block with my elbow come in contact with his punch, that's the blocking line. He punches again, block with my shoulder comes in contact with his punch, that's the blocking line. Okay. So, the next thing I want to talk about is actually what I call line awareness. Alright, and there's a few things that you have to do to develop line awareness. First thing you want to do is know what your target is. Like I said earlier, our target in Wing Chun is always going to be the person's center line. The next thing I want to do is I want to be able to visualize and ultimately feel that line of attack. Like I said earlier, that attack line, the point I want to strike with to that person's center line. So again, if I want to hit with my fist, I need to know that my fist to his center line, that's my attack line. No matter what position it is, even if I'm standing over here, my fist to his center line, that's my attack line. The next thing I want to talk about is line recognition. So once that you know that you have the line, you need to be able to be aggressive and take the line. And there's several different reasons, but in a basic way, one reason why you need to be able to be aggressive like that is because if you don't take that line of attack, you may give the opponent the opportunity to take the line of attack on you and hit you. So simply put, if I'm here in this position, and here's my line of attack with my left hand and Pak-Sao. If I take this line, I can hit. I can control both hands by doing this. But if I don't take this line of attack, I may give Ed the opportunity to hit me with his Panzo and his palm strike. So that's why it's important. If you have a line, you need to be able to take that line. The other reason why I want to be able to do that is because I want to be able to make the person react to me. I never want to be chasing that person. Remember, reaction is always going to be slower than action. If I'm chasing that person around, it's like trying to catch a fly. Very hard to do. That fly knows where it wants to go, and I'm trying to catch it. You'll always be chasing it. And in a real fight, you want to make the person react to you. You want to do your best not to react to them. So, now that we've got some basic ideas of how to attack the person, let's go over a couple common mistakes people make when they're doing their attacks. The first common mistake that people do is what I call hitting into a dead gate. So, what is hitting into a dead gate? Let's say, actually, I'm in a position here where I'm going to hit with my left hand while controlling with my right. My next attack, if I want to hit with my right hand, would be hitting towards the center line. So from here, I chop into his hand that's already ready to block, that's hitting into a dead gate. Common mistake that people do. You want to do your best to avoid that. The other common mistake people do is that they go around the line. So again, like I said earlier, wherever your hands are, in that line from the center line to their center line is the line of attack. You always want to take that direct line of attack. So if I'm going to hit with my left hand in this case, again, I don't want to go around the line this way to try to hit that person. By doing that, it could give him the opportunity to come in and hit me. So remember, I always want to take that direct line of attack. So with that, Well, I don't want to hit into a dead gate, and I don't want to go around the line of the head. So how do I hit the person? This is where Wing Chun becomes really fun. In Wing Chun, we always have 8 angles to attack. So you just turn for a second here. Imagine, if you will, you have an octagon around the person. I have angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 different angles to hit the person. 8 different choices that I have of how I want to make contact with his center line. With either hand. I have one hand helping the other to do it. Lots of different ways to make that happen. So simply put, from a Chi style application, if I'm here with my right hand in Bong style, my left hand in Fuke style, if I want to hit at angle 1, I can lock punch. That's my first angle of attack. Angle 2, I lock chop to the side. That's angle 2. Angle 3, I can come down here to his side. Angle 4, lock chop low. Angle 5, I can come down here, jump style to his abdomen. Angle 6, like a Hun Zao, an uppercut motion. Angle 7, simply center line punch. And angle 8, using 2 hands again, I can lock chop across. So in any position I have, using either hand, I have 8 different angles that I can use to strike him if I want to. So what does this all add up to? Where does this all lead? Why do I need to understand all this stuff? Well, like I said earlier, understanding the line will make your Wing Chun application better. And this all leads to what I want to talk about is chain attacking. Now notice I said chain attacking, not chain punching. Chain punching is a very simple, low-level way to try to apply Wing Chun. But again, whenever you see people do chain punching, it's always in demonstration format, when the person is not moving and the person is not fighting back. If Ed just throws his hands up, not even using Wing Chun, yeah, I'll be there. And I just come in and simply chain punch the person, just for he's going to be able to block all these hits. And he's not even using Wing Chun to try to block that. He's just throwing his hands up to block. Again, people who try to do that, they don't have somebody fighting back, and they don't have the person moving around with them. So, understanding everything that I've just talked about will help lead to chain attacking. So, if I'm here from this fighting position, and I come in and I block punch, well, how do I know where my next attack is? I have to know that with my right hand, my direct line is to his center line. So where do I want to attack again? With my left hand, I can come in here and attack again. Again, if I want to hit with my right hand, I can hit here. If I hit with my left hand, I can hit here again. With my right arm, I can hit with my elbow. With my left hand, I can hit with my elbow again. If you want to be able to successfully flow your attacks in Wing Chun, you need to learn the difference between chain attacking and just rudimentary chain punching. To be able to flow your attacks, to be able to see the line, to be able to apply the 8 different angles is what you're trying to achieve. And that's actually when Wing Chun becomes really fun. You're able to flow your attacks very smoothly, very successfully. So if I'm here, even from a Chi style position, and I want to be able to flow my attacks, I can come in lock chop here. If I want, I can attack low down here. If I want to attack another angle, I can come up here. If I want to attack another angle, I can come up here. I can attack another angle, across here. Attack another angle, hold 5. So using all the stuff I talked about will help you successfully link all your attacks together and hopefully create a nice flow for your attacks. All right, thank you. Good luck.